Nancy Pelosi threatened to punch out our former president, proving once again that the left is fine with political violence so long as they're inflicting it. It's time for final thoughts.
Secret Service said they have dissuaded him from coming to Capitol Hill. They told him they don't have the resources to protect him here. So at the moment he is not coming, but that could change.
Oh, he comes, I'm going to punch him out. This is my moment.
I would pay to see
I've
that.
been waiting for this, for trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm going to punch him out, and I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to be happy.
Ladies, gentlemen, they, thems, that would be our elderly Speaker of the House threatening to punch out a sitting president and be happy about it. Boy, for all the grief Donald Trump got and still gets about being not presidential, that right there doesn't sound very congressional to me, Nancy. But of course, no one on the left is condemning the speaker for her threat of violence. Instead, it's celebrated as valiant, badass, and noble. Now, do I think Nancy was or ever will be much of a physical threat to Donald Trump? No, but that's beside the point. The point is, no one bats an eyelash when conservatives are threatened. Yet the Democrats are still crying over January 6th, still trying to make it their Pearl Harbor, like political violence isn't something they're familiar with. Like, really?
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
Some of those answers will come from Republicans. It's not the extremists that we're dealing with every single day. We've got to kill and confront that movement.
These Democrats cry crocodile tears over January 6th, an admittedly horrible and unacceptable day, but one day nonetheless. And funny, it's the one and only day, still to this day, the Democrats gave a crap about respecting law enforcement. And when it comes to violence against conservatives, which happens daily and often goes completely unacknowledged by mainstream media, all of a sudden these pearl-clutching liberals forget how to speak, cry, whine, bitch, and moan. Weird how that works. So as long as they have their boogeyman, Donald Trump, they can get away with it because they've demonized him to such an extent they've convinced themselves and green-haired morons nationwide that any length is necessary to eliminate the threat he poses to the republic. Lower gas prices, a strong economy, and a secure border must be stopped. But it's not just a Trump hatred, it's a Trump obsession. And guess who is warning Democrats to seek help for that TDS? None other than number 44, the anointed Barack Obama.
And we spend enormous amounts of time and energy and resources pointing out the latest crazy thing he said, or how rude or mean some of these Republican candidates behaved. That's probably not something that in the minds of most voters overrides their basic interests. Can I pay the rent? What are gas prices? How am I dealing with childcare?
Hell, even Barack Obama gets it. But Barack, you know this. The Democrats have nothing else to campaign on other than Donald Trump, who isn't even on the freaking ticket. The economy, foreign relations, safety, security, immigration, all in the crapper under Brandon. The only folks who miss Trump more than Trump supporters are members of the Democrat Party and mainstream media who have nothing else to show for themselves at this point. What a pathetic time to be a Democrat. Those are my final thoughts from Nashville. God bless and take care.